Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors and welcome back to the real face of it. I totally forgot the name. Let's try that again. Howdy Neighbors and welcome back to the real face of a VTuber. My apologies that it's been a hot minute. The boy has been down with the sickness and not in the cool song way. So it took me a sec. We're back to where we were. And I believe it's these two we have left. There we go. And I did forget what voices I used. So, whoops. Here we go. Hey, it was making my job way harder. And I also forgot that doesn't work. Hey, you're that super rude prosecutor. And you're not rude. Even if I am, that doesn't make you less rude. Why are you so uncooperative? That's insulting. You have important information from us. You have secrets. A woman is entitled to her secrets. Unless you prepare documentation showing that Karipa's real face is related to the case. It's really not. But to be so for real, it's kind of dumb. It does not matter. You don't seem nervous about this at all. If I seem nervous, does that make me any less of a suspect? You're really good at throwing me off guard. I'll take that as a compliment. It's my fault. I lose my composure too easily. Yeah, you kind of suck at this. You're kind of bad at your job. I take my cases very seriously. I believe you. Let's get started here. Let's do relationship. Who's your relationship to the victim? Well, originally we met in college. We went to the same college? Yes, we met in a school club. We had to collaborate on a few projects and realized we worked together well. See, my reading comprehension did not get better. He was always very determined. After graduating, he went on to start the business. One thing led to another, and I ended up being one of his first employees. The company didn't make any money before we shifted into VTubers. These were pretty tough before then. But you and Mr. C were romantically involved? Us? No way. He said he could never be interested in someone with such a terrible personality. That's pretty mean. I guess I like to see other people's. That's not something that you say to a detective at all. Anyway, students will sympathize with their subjects at a time like this, right? You don't jump to weird conclusions. I just mean, you weren't dating Mr. C, or you just stick around if the company was losing money. Oh. Mr. C is overly innocent and optimistic. Had an idea, he just went for it right away. And he just loved to see someone like that fail miserably. Jesus fucking Christ. So I think you're kind of my favorite. I think I'm here for it. Just kidding. Honestly, I'm so pessimistic. I think his eternal optimism is good for me. It was comforting. Anyway, now the company's doing well, and I'm making money, so it all worked out. Well, I can definitely see why Mr. C wasn't interested in you. I'll take that as a compliment. I knew your alibi. Where were you on the night of 420? I left the office at around 5 p.m. Then was still at the office when you left. A day it was just me and Bossman in the office. And he was still here when I left. Bossman means Mr. C. You're the first one to find the body and the last one you saw before he died. Well, I was the first one to find his body. I don't know if I was the last person you saw before he died. True. You notice anything strange when you left that night? I've already thought about that, but no, nothing was weird. Is it normal for only two people to be in the office all day? Yeah, one at the desk here, but we don't force anyone to come in. Most people like working from home when they can. Personally, though, we're having more structure in my life. Mr. C said he can't focus at home, so we end up here most of the time. And Mr. C was alone at the office a lot of the time? And we're not in the middle of a big project, then he'll be here alone a lot. So you're describing the rest of your night. Okay, I had a date with my boyfriend that night. It's close to here. So, when we have a date, I usually walk straight to his office from work. I got there, he drove us to the movies. What'd you watch? I don't remember. Job. I don't remember what movie you saw. My boyfriend wanted to watch some superhero robot crap. Fighting and explosions. Explosions. Not expulsions. Don't do anything for me. But my boyfriend loves it. Anyway, the movie theater's near my place. For the movie, we ate Italian. We went home. And he went home. But we had work the next day. You're basically with your boyfriend the whole night? But I'm sure the movie theater and restaurant could vouch for that. What time did you go home? 10:35. Remember the exact time? Yeah, I saw the time in the elevator and remember thinking, oh, it's 10:35. That's it. Great, thank you. I need to know about the knife. About the office's parent knife. Found it on Prudence' desk, right? And it's the murder weapon? You can't be sure of that yet. Tell me more about that knife. You use it, for example. Sophie uses it the most. She has a fruit with it. And if Sophie tells Prudence to help her, then she'll use it too. But if Sophie asks was weak to help her, maybe she's easy to take advantage of. Amanda offers help sometimes, but she's scary with the knife. I just tell her no. Does Lauren never ask you for help? Me? With the knife? Help? Why? I don't want help. No one ever said you can't read a room. Many times. Just talk about the case, okay? She's just the subject. I think Prudence is the killer, though. Why is that? Look at everything. She hates confrontation. And no way she would kill someone. See. Why the knife? The knife was on her desk. I think someone planted it there on purpose to frame her. I want to frame Miss Weeks. I don't know. I think Edo has an issue with her. Or maybe it was just random. I see. I'll take this all into consideration. Let's talk about Honor the argument. So Lori said Honor Chen, Mr. C had an argument recently. Can I ask you about that? Oh, she told you about that? Well, March 31st was the day before the tomb sweeping long weekend. And that day, only Mr. C and I were in the office. I figured it'd be like that all day, but Honor came in at around 3 p.m. He was all worked up, bugging Boss Man about a meeting the day before, which was about selling adult merchandise. I don't want to read that. Yeah. On March 30th, Mr. C randomly called everyone at the meeting, said we were going to start selling adult Karipa content anonymously. That day, Anna was the only one not in the office. I guess she read about it in the chat. I came in the next day to pick a fight with Mr. C. Why pick a fight? Anna loves her daughter. That's why Mr. C selling adult content of her. I guess Mr. C saying we'd start doing it officially, but anonymously. With the last straw. Was the argument bad? That's overthrown. I actually got pretty scared. And Anna threatened that she'd make Mr. C pay for what he did and stormed out of the office. Do you believe she'd make it pay? I don't know, but she was really mad. When I asked her to see what happened, he just said, "Don't worry, it's fine." I didn't ask anything else, so that's all I know. Okay, thanks. Vertical evidence. I don't have time today, so I'll ask for more details next time. Eepies. I'm having trouble sleeping. Yes, I'm a very light sleeper. If I can't sleep when I'm anxious. Oh, then if I can't sleep, I get anxious. Sometimes I'll take sleeping pills. Does that have anything to do with the case? I don't evidence sleeping pills in the victims. Not a toxicology report. And now I'm even more suspicious. What brand do you use? Let me see. This brand. Thank you. And I am done with you. Goodbye. You're my favorite. I think you're next. Hey. Good afternoon. Your position here is... I'm a little nervous. What do you want me to say? Just answer my question normally. I'm afraid of myself. Okay, I messed up if you told the truth. Alright, then I'll try my best. You tell me something to help me relax. Everyone gets nervous with the prosecutor, don't worry. Thanks, that helped a lot. Doubt it. I'm going to keep you comfortable as my job. Alright then, my name's Faye, project manager here. How you doing? I'm Justin Fruth, prosecutor of this case. Okay, I'm ready to get started now. Ship to the victim. What's your relationship to Mr. C? A hero and villain? Like an evil demon brought down by a brave warrior of light. So who's the villain and who's the hero? I'm the hero, of course. How could I be an evil villain? I realize that evil villain talked about is so... It's about... You realize that evil villain you're talking about has actually been killed, right? You're saying you did it? No way. I wasn't saying I actually did it. Not that heroes need each other, you know. They don't actually want one another to perish. That's enough fiction for now. You'd hope we thought Mr. C. I think it's narrow-minded. Oh? It's too old school of shutting down my ideas. The industry is all about creativity and newness. Should we be more progressive? He's always saying, that's unprecedented. Like it's a bad thing. It's too lazy to take chances. Unless the hero always vanquishes her foe in the end. So could I say the two of you had a bad relationship? No, we had a great relationship. But you just said you didn't see eye to eye at work. I'm sure, but that's work. He's a good person, and we have a good relationship. If it's just they had. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. I need you a Libby. We're in the night of 420. My friend's house. Where's they and where do they live? I can't say. Excuse me? I'm in serious here. I have to breach my friend's privacy and I can't do that. It'll also make or break your alibi, don't you realize that? I have proof. I'm really with him, hold on. Okay. So I have some glitchiness for the photo. That's not great. I love the nails. Look at this. Took this photo that night. Look, that's his hand. We're together. Miss Ward, that's a hand. That could be anybody's. Does that count as proof? But I'm more. Serious, that was there. I just don't want to identify him right. Right. What time were you together? Alright, 7 to 10. What are you doing? Watch at a show. TV? No, on the internet. Alright, that'll be all. Cyan, thanks. Beepies. Do you have any trouble sleeping? Trouble sleeping? I usually sleep pretty well. Usually? Sometimes I'm thinking of a new project. I guess I would admit that I can't sleep. I won't sleep until the afternoon. I won't sleep until the afternoon. I mean, I can't get to sleep. So I don't fall asleep until the afternoon. Next day, that's a long time to be awake. Wait a second. I usually go to bed. When the sun comes up? Ah, me too, dude. No, got it. That'll affect your work. Not really. I go to the office in the afternoon if I need to. Mr. C doesn't leave until late anyway, so it's fine. There's a very unique office culture here. I really dig it. So do you ever take sleeping pills? Nah. I don't like taking pills. But thank you. I have enough evidence now. I can now make a final decision. How about I finish questioning people? Thank you. Knife. Who uses the knife in the office's kitchen. Yeah, pick it up sometimes. Let me pick it up. I pick it up, but I don't use it. Just pick up a knife. I'm not gonna use it. Sometimes I get stressed. I just like to hold it a bit. That's about killing everyone in the... Sorry, I was just kidding. Wasn't it funny? It was called Detective Cost in here. Don't laugh, but... Please tell me another joke. No, I'm serious this time. What is it? Sometimes. I like to take a nap and wave around. That mean I'm an assassin or something. Hey, told you not to laugh. Sorry. So that's why you pick up the knife. Yeah. You do it a lot. Twice a week. You don't know you do that. No way. Never tell anyone. Probably a good idea. Alright, that'll be all. Alright, let's look at all our evidence. Alright. So her alibi is work messages. No alibi. Not really an alibi. And not really an alibi. Alright, sick. Got the knife. For Sophie, Honor. Prudence, and Faye. Sophie. Honor. I'm starting to feel like it's Honor. Alright. I'm starting to think it's Honor. The Honor doesn't have an alibi either. Thank you for your help. I'm deducing the hell out of this. And for knife, obviously had dispute. No. It would be the alibi, because there is no alibi. And honestly, it's all of it. Admit. Yes. So tired. Too much overtime. I'm back. It was close. What? How did you look? I think about pulling the mock trial stuff again. Even all the information I've got so far. Really was suspect. It doesn't matter. Can't do things like this. I'm not according to protocol. There's a culprit every time, don't we? There you go again. Come on. Please ain't help. Buy an ice cream. Fine. If you get reported, you're on your own. I know. Taking that on the chin. We're an investigation. You're the only possible culprit. Hold on, it wasn't me. How you land on me? That ain't legal. You just accuse whoever you want. You don't understand games. It's called a tutorial. Yeah, this is right around where the demo ended. I think this is a game. Order. Part 2 court is now in session. I'll testify on your own behalf. Afterward, I will make a final decision. You have any objections, Miss Chen? I guess I don't have much of a choice. I'm not the killer. Now she has to prove it. Fine, let's get started. Courtroom statement. The office door was locked. The culprit didn't appear when the cameras high probability that the killer is from the building. The boy's the key. and an alibi, less than me and the motivation to murder Mr. C. But Chin, you're currently the only suspect. You're right, I can't prove an alibi, and everyone knows I don't like Mr. C. That doesn't mean I want him dead. I don't know what it means you're talking about. I'm being too presumptuous about all this. I'm not the killer. I've taken care to both sides. Prosecute the truth. Please present any evidence you have. The mystery is the there if possible. Me? Okay, how? Just my questions. Okay? Give your witness. Mystery. Here to date him on Marseille first. The last workday of the 3-day weekend. Still at the office like usual. Both go to the office that day. Hell yeah. C came in at around 11 a.m. and Honor came in around 3 p.m. No one else came in as far as I know. When it happened in the office that day. Honor was in an argument in the meeting room. It got a little physical. Describe the argument in more detail. I came to the office specifically to see Mr. C. I was really upset when she arrived. I went in and talked a little bit. And then I saw Honor grab Mr. C by the shirt collar. She swiped her hand away, but then Honor actually tried to hit him in the face. I'm a little shocked, and they broke some stuff in the meeting room. God damn. I don't know how long it lasted. Someone just started to scream. It scared me. Honor's usually was so chill. What are they arguing about? Mr. C wanted to start making adult Kariba merch anonymously. That made Honor very angry. Mr. C decided to do that. I don't know. Handled by prudence, Mr. C usually doesn't get involved. All merch decisions are usually made for long meetings, though. They decided on all this unilaterally, using merch anonymously and never been done before. I can't understand why Honor was so mad. Doesn't do me any favors now. What you say it was an unprecedented decision. Yeah, we should let Mr. C at all. Thank you. In the argument that you specifically remember, Thunder screamed, "Don't pay for this. You just wait and see." We stormed right out of the office, slammed the door. I'm sure everyone heard when it shows at odds with the victim's recent work decision. They were engaging in a physical altercation with him. He also left the office with a threat, assuring Mr. C she would make him pay. That could be interpreted as declaration of criminal intent. And with that, ample motive to harm Mr. C. I know your testimony, prosecutor. Anything you'd like to refute, Miss Chen? Still a misunderstanding. Please let me explain. Let's witness. What a Chen. As he said, actually it did happen. I was just angry, that's all. You could see later that night apologizing. Everything was back to normal. I know I don't have a great alibi. And I never used that knife before. So, how could I be the culprit? Hearing Mr. testimony, I can understand why you think I did it. I was understanding. If he didn't know we already made it. Didn't use the knife. Fucking liar. Fucking liar. I guess Jeffrey took the police to assume one measly argument led me to murder. Well, that's been known as Chen. I'm the prosecutor. Take closer to details if that's okay. Fine. Whether she really never used the knife before. That you've never used that paring knife before prove that you're not the killer. Good questions. I assume you think the knife is a murder weapon. Or that I know Sophie's the only one that used it. But you should make her more suspicious than me. You haven't used it recently at all. Not just recently. I never used it once. I proved that. I proved that I never touched the thing before. No, is that what fingerprints are for? Fingerprints, huh? Okay then. Sony, you're filled with evidence. And then... die. What's your intention to exhibit 001? What is this? Right, Miss Chen, these are fingerprints. To see who touched the thing is generally the most direct and reliable method. This report here is exactly that. Fingerprint analysis of the suspected murder weapon. The special tips the name here. It's right, it is yours. Your fingerprints are found on the knife. Possible. Never used before, how could... Wait a second. No. I've never touched it before. Now we're changing our story on her. Come on! Near a 3D model. Someone holding a weapon. I hold it as a reference. I'm remembering that now. Isn't it a bit convenient? I'm not lying. Plus, how could someone kill me with that tiny knife? Can he resist? Might have sleepy pill showed up at his toxicology report. Sleepy pills you admitted to taking. You may have apologized for his sleep, but you also admitted to being angry at him. That, combined with the conveniently forgetting holding the murder weapon, means you're still our top suspect, Miss Chen. It wasn't me, I swear. No more proof. You have something more to say, Miss Chen? Yes. And I'll tell the truth this time. Honestly, you probably should have started with that. Sorry, but I lied about my alibi. I was at home and I was sleeping. Actually, I can read his real face. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm trying to figure out who killed somebody. I don't care. Thanks for keeping me company, everyone. See you next time. Catch me if you can. That's really funny. Just say a bottle after a pirate. That's so fucking funny. I was streaming last night. So I've got a whole audience of witnesses. This may be good enough alibi, right? Wait a second. He's lying. I'm creeping his real face. I was the one streaming last night. You both wait a second. I'm not telling the truth because I'm creeping his real face. I don't care. And I know that's the point. I've never cared about who the face was behind a VTuber. They're doing VTubing to keep themselves hidden and private, so I never cared to look into it. What the... Are you both kidding me right now? Should it be my line? I feel out of guts to lie about something like that. I'm telling the truth. Everyone is lying. What's going on here? Please tell me what the heck is going on here. I want a bowl. They used a vocoder to stream. Yes. With the vocoder, it's possible for us to figure out who Creeper's real face is through voice analysis. What if everyone wants to do a real voice? Why would she want to change it? There's a lot more than just her voice. So going bubbly, and she interacts with the audience no matter who they are. Why is she so popular? Wrote the IP address. The VPN to spoof her IP. That's a no candidate. You know what? Honestly, good for Kariba. Let's go. The account info. Kariba's account info is stored in Word documents. It can be accessed and edited by anyone in the company. I'll check out the employees' homes to see who is set up for streaming. Work remotely, so everyone has mics and webcams. Come on. Is this an entertainment company or spy syndicate? Said the VTubers fans are always trying to figure out who they really are, who implemented the basic anti-tracking precautions. Did we get a search warrant yet? Haven't heard back from the court. I like they're so fast. I'll do what I can first. I'd like Detective Haas to follow up with our alibis too. I should also be some info that we can dig up online. You check into that, Emily. Buy a lollipop. For online sleuthing, it better be more than a lollipop. Like dinner. That's how busy I am. A lollipop will persuade me. I sick dinner. That's more like it. Alright. I wasn't able to ask everyone in detail last time because of time constraints. Our new lead. Alright, we're talking. Get your go do something else. Maybe I'll enjoy the view. No. It was gross. Ow, that hurt. Deserve it. Port! Save! I'm gonna end the episode here. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully, I will see you later.